Welcome to Choice Talents NG Academy. This is a training on how to prepare for a virtual interview. It is designed to enlighten you on some important steps you can take to make your session an amazing success. Now let us consider the details. A virtual interview is any form of interview that excludes a physical meeting, which applies to telephone interviews, email interviews, text message interviews, online chat interviews, voice note or video interviews, and online meetings. Let's start with 1. Telephone interviews. When you get a phone call from a number not registered on your mobile phone, courtesy demands that you handle such call and conversation with formality, until you know who is on the line, or recognize the voice of the caller. We have observed and received feedbacks of poor performance of most candidates recommended to employers. This is because they haven't cultured themselves to receive unknown callers with a sense of formality. For instance, if you were recommended for a ticketing and reservation job role, and a call comes in from a potential employer, immediately you pick that call. They will rate how you intend to service their customers. This is because their customers won't make an announcement before placing a call to the organization. Once you fail the test here, there's a lesser chance you might still get the job, unlike other job roles that are not sensitive to such a test. 2. Interaction. How you interact with the potential employer also forms a part of the rating. If you lack energy, enthusiasm, or drive to engage the employer adequately to a positive and optimistic conclusion, then the employer might move on to other candidates. This is because employers are looking to hire professionals that can adequately engage its customers to a positive conclusion, convincing prospects into paying customers, and effectively engaging the existing customers to become loyal to the brand. So, they want to experience that excitement and positivity required for exceptional customer service. 3. Solution-oriented. Optimistic people are very much solution-oriented, always seeking for fresh opportunities and new possibilities to explore, in order to create or advance solutions. This is a concept upon which every business is built, to provide solution, which explains why people who develop this trait stand a better chance than their counterparts. If you have engaged in a conversation with a solution-oriented person, then you may have noticed that the solution-oriented trait is often powered by the drive to take on problems or challenges to a resolution. They don't give up easily, because of the optimism of what next can be done or tried out. Next. Email interviews. When you receive an email of preliminary interview on a job application you made, it's smart to treat such email with all the seriousness it deserves, and on time as well. 2. Formality. If the email of preliminary interview was sent to you on a formal and official note, it is only smart if you keep your reply as formal and official as well. Start and end the email formally. 3. Formatting your response. When replying to a message from an email, always ensure to space your words appropriately, use bullet points and paragraphs where necessary, and do all the required editing before you submit your reply. It is advisable to adequately format your documents or response to an inquiry before sending it out to the employer. It will tell if you are detail-oriented, and will require less training if employed. Next. Text and chat interviews. When having a text or chat interview, ensure to follow the message style of the interviewer or remain official and formal with your replies. If you need to send a screenshot of your chat with them or someone else, it is smart to ensure that your chat background does not contain any picture, or better still, reset to the factory background and ensure that the fonts are readable before sending the screenshots. Next. Voice notes and video interviews. When you are required to send a voice note or video recording on a subject, it is often at best to practice on the subject before the actual recording. Note, no one is interested if you practice to get it right, but you will be on the spot if you don't get it right. 2. Pre-recording. Do a pre-recording and listen to yourself, find out what you missed, and fix it. Repeat the process until you are very great at it. This will help you become more grounded on the subject and organize your thoughts to have a great session. You will always be fine with a few practice. Next, online meetings. When having an online meeting, the following includes some concerns that should be resolved. 1. Basic prerequisites. A smart mobile device, or a laptop if you have one, an earpiece and a stable internet subscription and connection, with an alternative internet service provider on standby. 2. Dress sense. We have noticed from our interviews, and the feedbacks received from employers that candidates scheduled for virtual interviews appear on casual or home wears for an online interview. In the light of this, it's important to note that your dress sense and presentation will be used by employers to judge how you will handle their customers. Dress and present yourself as though you were having a physical meeting at the office location of your potential employer. Be formal and official with your dressing. 3. Conducive environment. When on set with a potential employer, they also assess what kind of person you are. For instance, they assess your integrity with words, as you may have stated that you are organized, neat and coordinated on your CV. Ensure your environment in the background video and visible space are great. 4. Eliminate noise. If you live in a shared space or apartment, kindly request some privacy or noiseless space, or better still, leave there to a place where you can have some privacy. A practical example of this is your car, study area, or library. It will help you stay focused and fully concentrated on the interview. 5. Introducing yourself. When asked to introduce yourself, always approach from the point of marketing. Envision yourself selling or introducing an item, which at this time will be your profile, to a potential buyer, which is the employer. Introduce yourself like a marketer, such that the employer is comfortable with your profile, and is willing to pay more attention, in order to know more. 6. Your presentation. So, what impression do you want to create about your profile? I guess you want to present yourself as someone who is competent, capable, trainable, and experienced. 7. Answering questions. Always endeavor to provide precise and straight to the point answers, based on the questions asked. Don't give unnecessary details that may demarcate your profile. It is a popular knowledge that with much words, error is not far-fetched. Be detailed and yet concise. 8. Asking questions. If you are uncertain on anything, don't keep quiet and do the wrong thing. Always ask your questions politely and respectfully. 9. Ending and exiting the interview. Before you end or exit the online meeting, always ensure you are done with your session, by confirming if the meeting has come to an end and if it is okay to exit. Even if you feel you did not perform well in the interview, it is not smart to shut down and walk away. So many factors might still play out in your favor, such as the preferred candidate turning down the proposed offer. Stay optimistic. In summary, we trust you've been able to learn a thing or two from this important training. Kindly like, share, and subscribe to this channel, so you can be notified of new trainings. Use the comment section below to share your learning experience with us, or ask vital questions. We also have other trainings to help you learn, improve, and shine. Thank you for training with Choice Talents NG.